Hello and very warm welcome everyone. It's Marta here. Welcome back after such a long break. I am returning to my craft room. In today's video, I want to do a little chit chat video while I'm gonna be making this card. I just want to tell you about something happened to me, and this is something which could be kind of be beneficial. I think it could be helpful for someone who may be struggling to be in a similar situation as I am. I haven't been in my craft room for a while, and once I've decided that I could finally, go back to do things I love, to go back to crafting, I've started bombarding my own brain with so many negative thoughts and almost like anxiety level because I've put too high expectation upon myself. I thought that coming back after a break, my very first video, it has to be something super fabulous, almost like magnificent project, like, and I've put so much stress and so much expectation upon myself that it almost paralyzed me for a few days. I was keep coming back to my studio. I was getting myself ready for start recording, taking all the elements out, like thought about the project, the card I want to do. And then the second before I've turned my camera on, I was thinking, no, this is not good enough. So I will start thinking of something else and getting all the pieces out for something else. And it was ongoing for a few days, and then I eventually thought, like, okay, this is enough. I just have to break the cycle. And I had this thought, and this is something I want to share because maybe that could be helpful to someone else. Imagine yourself being working in a sports or any other activities. I'm sorry for the noises around, and my little kitty is jumping up on my shelf and trying to reorganize the things which I've already organized. So that's the little noises here and there you can hear. But my friends, going back to the topic, imagine yourself being like working in the sports, and then you got yourself injured, and then you have a break and you're coming back after this recovery process. No one will ever expect you to outperform the rest of the team. No one will expect you to perform excellence from the very first day you back. You just need to give yourself time to get back on the track, to get back to your, your level, like your performance level you've been used to. After a break, it's so much harder to jump back straight back to the excellence we've been used to. I'm not saying that I was ever excellent, but once we on the go, we keep on crafting one project after another, we keep those creative juices flowing. And once it stops, oh, Kitty, he found the shell. Sorry guys. Anyway, once you stop doing what you do and then you're trying to go back, it's so much harder to go back to the same pace. So this is what I want to tell you. Do not put too much expectation, because this will actually lead you to this paralyzed state I've been myself in for the past few days. So now, going back to this project, I've decided that today I'm just grabbing some of the leftovers, and I also found this box. I was doing little reorganization thing, and I found this box with the different miscellaneous scraps, which the box was given to me. So I still haven't worked it out. and because I was planning to put them back to my scrap piles, like sorted out with the colors, I just grabbed a few bits, and then I have some leftovers, and I thought like, okay, I'm gonna do the card, maybe two, and I actually did two. I've set myself the clock for 60 minutes, and I've managed to do two cards, which I've cut the video in half. This is gonna be one card today, and then next one I will show you in a separate video, because I didn't wanna get the video too long as well. So I have this blue color paper, which was kind of coated. It was slippery, like you would touch the rubber. It was paper, it is a paper, but it's coated with something I don't even know. And my trimmer didn't cut it very well, so that's why I had to reach for the guillotine. And first I bring this large guillotine on my desk to cut it, and then I use the smaller one later on, because I chopped a piece of it so I could eventually use a small one. But I didn't thought of it at first, because I thought I may use this blue color pieces as a card base. I just score it and fold it half, but then I thought I want my card to be a little bit bigger. I'm having this piece of the packaging. This is like a back piece of the paper pad which I had, and this is a nice cardboard which will stiffen up this piece and will also prevent my card from warping. Having this piece of the cardboard in between your layers, this is something which really can improve your cards if they're getting wonky. Back packaging, sometimes if you've got some crafting items, you also get those like a back cardboard pieces. This is what I like to use. Sometimes I use the bare mat, but this is something I have to buy, so I'm trying to repurpose the things which I own and which are for free, which will makes it easier and cheaper. So here I am just adding the glue, and if you have the coated paper, it is so much better to use the liquid glue rather than double-sided tape, because the tape may not hold it very well. It could adhere at the first, but because the surface is slippery, it may detach with the time. It's just gonna fall off. So it's better to use the liquid adhesive in my like I think I've checked it, I've did it myself, that I had some old cards which were just purely done with double-sided tape, and after 5-7 years the cards just falling apart because the double-sided adhesive tend to dry, and it's just losing its gripness with the time. Now I've have this lovely aperture window, this little like a pink silver one. This is like one of the push-up elements which I found in this box. I think that sometimes different crafting magazines or like hunky-dory sets, they have those push-up elements with the gold and silver foil. But if you don't have anything like that, you could cut the circle or scallop circle and then use a little finger dabber with the embossing ink and sprinkle it with the gold or silver embossing powder, and you will be able to achieve similar look. I've cut the little circle from the dark blue color cardstock because I wanted to have a little nice pop out of the this lighter color from underneath, and I also embossed the light blue color paper, so that's giving me this nice texture popping out as well. If you don't have embossing folders, you can always place your paper on the scoring board and then just dress it up with a few straight line. This is also very elegant look and something which will add nice texture to your card. Once I was adhering this darker blue color card, I didn't put glue all the way down and to the edges. I just keep it like 1 centimeter away from the edge, so that way once I adhere it, I was able to gently lift up the edges. I didn't like fold them, just a little bit curl them upwards, and that way you can achieve also the dimensional look without adding any like a double-sided foam tape or something. Try this on your next card and you'll be surprised that without any foam tape you are still able to kind of give a little bit more dimension in between your layers. And this is a great way for whenever you need keep your card super flat for postage. So this is the way you can avoid that extra bulkiness. I'm gonna have a little bit of the bulkiness because I have this cardboard sentiment added to up front, and I'm gonna add a little bit bow to my card, so that's gonna be a little bit dimensional. But because I avoided to add some extra foam tape, this will all go relatively flat, so I could pack this card in the envelope and post it. So here I am kind of working on my composition, adding various layers of the flowers, and this is all the digital elements. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but this deers and flowers, these are the elements which my friend Sandy from Decorate Your Life YouTube channel, she designed them. That was a couple years back. I was making the inspiration and I was using that digital collection she released, so I still have it and I'm using it and I love it very, very much. So it's very important to use what you have, to sometimes go over your old things. You would be surprised how many lovely items, elements from the past you have not been used for a while, but you still have them. So this will give you an idea for use up things on your cards to create some lovely projects. And this card, what I'm doing today, it's very, very easy. It's actually something which you can create without any special tools, without any dies. It's really just most of the elements cut with the scissors. So you can create something similar. You can play up with the different elements. Imagine yourself, you've got the ephemera pieces from different, things, and just stagger them up together. Try to create nice flow, like on the composition, like I'm doing here in a triangle, and I'm just adhering them, trying to see what is looking good. And then, as I've mentioned, I'm adding this little stringy bow to my card. This is kind of like my little signature. I just love them. I think they're super cute, and they just add additional texture without covering too much like the satin bow would do. So that will be my cards for today. I just need to add this final touch with this white flower on top of my bow, and the card is ready. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat as well. And if you do, please don't forget to click a like, to say hi in a comment. I've been missing you all, so I would love to see what everyone's been up to. And of course, please don't forget to click the share button. This is a huge support for my channel, especially after it's returning. I'm returning after a break. Thank you so very much, everyone. I hope you all having a great day and a great year, because it's my first video of this year. So all the best to all of you. Stay blessed and bye bye.